Former 2K employees expose NBA 2K and the state of the 2K League going forward. Seems like this is most likely the end for competitive 2K unless this new team can create a marketable / profitable product. So hopefully this sums it up. The version that we know is done. The new CEO gutted the league. Did he like fire everyone? Because I seen tweets about that. Did he fire everyone?
Has absolutely no guarantees that it's going to be as good as what became before, let alone better, let alone make them money. They're starting from scratch. And by the way, they just fired almost all of their industry knowledge. They fired everybody. They fired everybody who has taken all the lumps the last 6 years. And now the room is...
All I need to do was wait 10 seconds. So did they fire? So it sounds like they fired like a lot of the back end dudes. Did they fire the 2K League players too? Did they like literally just factory reset, bro? I ain't gonna lie. We're making a new Apple ID account. Bro, what the fuck?
It's just filled with 4 people who have only been hired the last like 2-3 months who don't know the industry. So it's like they've put themselves into a worse... They basically are saying, we're going to make things worse before they might get better. But if they don't get better, everybody who still has a job is going to be fine because they're getting paid a shit ton to have that job. And they just get to hang out for 18 months. And if it doesn't work, oh, well, they got the bag and they got the MBA in their resume and they can move on to something else. Like, the people that are taking over this league have no... How do I put this? There's no stress on them. Like, there's no pressure on them to get anything done. They've given themselves an 18-month cushion. And if they have nothing at the end of that 18 months, it doesn't matter because they already got the bag. They got 18 months of full-time salaries, benefits, health insurance, everything. So if this doesn't work, it doesn't affect them at all. Yeah. But the people that it does affect, they've already fired. Like, it's over. They won. Like, they won the battle. The battle is already done. They don't even need to produce anything pretty, which is why, to be honest with you, I don't even think they're going to come out with anything that spectacular. I think this might just be 2K's ways of ending the league. Like, it doesn't... none of it makes sense. Nothing. This is like the worst strategy ever. This is a horrible, horrible corporate strategy from any way that you look at it. You fire everybody. You give yourself 18 months with no clear goal about what exactly you want to create. All they've done is given themselves time to maybe produce nothing.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like someone said this, and I kind of agree.
So I don't know where the 18 months came from, bro. But firing everyone involved and giving yourself 18 months to turn the ship around when the product was failing. And mind you, the issues with the 2K League isn't even like a esports thing. Like, there's issues with the game's marketability. You know what I'm saying? Because esports typically is a funnel, like from the whole player pool back down to the non-casual to the esport part of a game. And there's already issues with the big player pool that is 2K. For them to restart everything, bro, what the fuck?
Sounds like it's just gonna be like a Twitch Rivals kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know how Twitch Rivals does like partnered like creator and one pro from whatever esport, and then like another influencer. I feel like it's just gonna be something like that. That's gonna happen like once every month or whatever, like however long they want to do it.
Solo, I think 2K did post. Hold on, let me look it up. NBA2k. They posted. All right, so this is what he was looking at. All right, this is an announcement from July 2nd. 2K League update. The NBA and Take-Two are reimagining the 2K League into a global digital entertainment business. Driven by a bold new vision, the future business will combine NBA and Take-Two brand assets and seek to engage consumers who live and play where pop culture, gaming, and basketball collide. The venture will feature a new digital media brand, immersive live events, and revamped 2K League. Digital media brand, a social-first, always-on entertainment engine with a voice and content style that reflects the way younger fans understand and engage their world. A social first, always on entertainment engine. What does that mean? Maybe I just have L reading skills right now, but that is hella vague. Are they making an app? Is this just like a mission statement that they got? Okay. Live events, immersive experiences that bring to life the remixed world of basketball and pop culture in fun, playful environments. 2K didn't even attempt to support the league, to be for real. Also, they had to deal with stupid ass NBA rules like not being able to use NBA logos. Yeah. It always felt as if the 2K League was a side project. It's kind of like when Google launches like a new product and they're just testing it out into the market, and if it fails, they're fucking Google. You know what I'm saying? Like Google Glass or some shit. But and then let me just read this last part. 2K League, a more dynamic and accessible competitive league featuring NBA players and celebrities that taps into passions of tens of millions of 2K players and fans. So Solo, they did say their goal, but their goal is to, like, what they said isn't really tangible. They just said they're gonna make a better 2K League. Like, I would hope so. I would hope so. That's the fucking goal. Social media platforms and gaming have dramatically changed how fans consume and engage with sports. Our new endeavor sits at the intersection of these technological and behavioral shifts. It will build, engage, and activate a broader fan base that is immersed in basketball and culture. I see what you mean, my fault. Then you're good, man. You're good. We look forward to our next chapter, and we'll share more details on our 2025 competitive season in the coming months. They didn't include, apparently, them firing everyone. But this is irresponsible from 2K's part, bro. This is very irresponsible from 2K's part. And I, specifically in this discussion, assuming it is true that all the players are fired, I feel bad for the players, bro. I feel bad for the players. Now, you might be saying, hey, you shouldn't have taken a career being a professional 2K League player and all that shit. But I think at the end of the day, bro, you just took a bunch of people's jobs. You just took a bunch of people's jobs, a bunch of people's way of living, a bunch of people's fucking housing. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows, like, how, like, this type of move affects families and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me look it up, man. How much do 2K League players get paid? 2K League players have a base salary after a season earn $38,000, while first round draft picks in 2021 earn $35,000. Second round and later picks earn $33,000. Players also receive paid housing in their team's market for the season, relocation expenses, medical insurance. They can also earn money through endorsement deals. So long story short, these are people who make $35,000 to $40,000 a year. $35,000 to $40,000 a year, and they do have paid housing, right? Who also relocated to different cities. You know what I'm saying? Because it is like the NBA where there's a draft. So if you get drafted by the Boston 2K Celtics or whatever the team name is, you have to relocate to Boston. You know what I'm saying? From wherever you're from. So these are guys that, like, lost their jobs, lost their careers, in an instant. And again, I don't know everyone's plan. I don't know everyone's background when it comes to the 2K League and their players. But, you know, this is a league that has been going on for more than just 2 to 3 years. And there are probably people who, you know, have committed their whole fucking lives into this shit and have accustomed to the lifestyle that they got. And now that their job is gone, you know, growing your own YouTube platform is not fucking easy. It's not something that happens overnight. And also, you know, these last 3 years, if you haven't gained relevant work experience to a good paying career, you might have to go back to McDonald's or some shit, dog. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny right now. That's hella irresponsible. That's hella irresponsible from 2K, bro. Let me see what else Dom 2K tweeted, because he was speaking a little bit more on the situation. Let's see. 2K League CEO held a meeting firing everybody and logged off. Jesus Christ. Also gave nobody a warning and got his homies paid in the process. Jeez. Let's see. 2K League. They fired the league with Chat GPT. Oh my God. 100% chance that your text is generated by Chat GPT, bro. 2K players with Sonate tits are getting paid more than me to play a trash ass basketball game. Oh my God. Jeez. Please everyone support AA games. Just expand your game network. Also fuck Google AI. Let's see. Fired everyone to chat. Really am sorry for all the people in the 2K League I've met who will now be out of a job. The way in which business was handled, not even giving people a heads up that they may need another plan, is crazy business. That too, bro. That too. Already given the situation that these people aren't being paid extremely well. The lack of a heads up in terms of like a 2-month notice, a 3-month notice of this league is not going where we want it to go. Y'all better prepare for the next 2 to 3 months. We apologize. We're sorry. At least that. Like, that's the least you can do. They didn't even do that. Not to mention, I'm trying to wrap my mind around how Buddy basically showed up, got his friends paid, and dipped while screwing everyone else. If any of y'all who are displaced want to move around in the content oh my God, why did I read it like that? What the fuck? If any of y'all who are horror is crazy. If any of y'all who are displaced want to move around in the content world, my DMs are open for everyone always. What happened? Long story short, new CEO showed up to 2K League this year, sabotaged it, created high-paying jobs for his friends that did nothing to help the league so they could get paid. Didn't tell anyone what the plan was going forward, then ended the league on a whim, displacing hundreds of jobs unexpectedly. Can they sue them for this? That's my question. Thing is, business practices in America often toe the line between shady and flat out illegal, so I really don't know. Damn. This is so unfortunate, bro. For those wondering, the 2K League got a new CEO. Okay. Don 2K already said that, bro. Let's look at the replies here, bro. The CEO was hired this season and never spoke to many of the workers. Damn. So there was a new CEO that didn't do anything and wanted to revamp. God, bro. Sad day for many people I've come to call friends. The thing I'm looking forward to the most is seeing all the employees, players, coaches, GM, staff land on their feet and keep elevating. I think the unfortunate part about this, though, is that, like, as tough as the whole situation is, from my understanding, like, the 2K League was a league, and I understand profitability isn't everything. It wasn't heading in the right direction in the first place. But even in that, like, concern, bro, again, the least you can do is just give motherfuckers a heads up. Give people time to find new jobs, find new careers, figure out what they need to do with their own situation. That's the very least you can do. But to fire everyone on a whim is just unacceptable. I can't lie. And if they can't sue, they should sue. They should sue. And shit like this happens all over tech and entertainment. But people just get told to move on and get with the system. It's cool, though. Shit finna get flipped on its head one way or another. Did the G League people get a notice? You talking about G League Ignite? I don't even think they did. I don't even think they did, bro. Which, honestly, that may be something to talk about in terms of, like, how the NBA does business. The fact that they just shut things down on a whim. You know what I'm saying? But to me, I don't want to make this like an I told you so segment. Like, truly, I don't. But esports and 2K, I think the way they structured it from the beginning just was not really it, in my opinion. Now, I've seen some people on the timeline have like varying opinions on this, but especially for a league starting off, the main focus should be getting eyes on this new endeavor, on this new business. And while I do appreciate them putting people on that people, wouldn't know about, like that first inaugural draft should have been a bunch of fucking content creators, though. If they were gonna go this route, should have been a bunch of content creators. And I would even go as far as to say that them picking Pro-Am and My Player as the comp game mode was not the move. I understand why they made that move, because that game mode was the moneymaker, is the moneymaker for the franchise. You know what I'm saying? It's been the thing that's making them the most money. It's the most popular game mode. But I think when you look at other esports who are successful, now there are a couple edge cases, but for you to start off an esports league and try to be the edge case is just like, okay, why are you zagging when you shouldn't be zagging? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you look at other esports like fighting games, if you look at a lot of the shooters, if you look at MOBAs, if you look at all of these different games, the difference between the pro level and the casual level is just essentially how you play the game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe different variances in terms of like, Fortnite, you're going to play squads, you're going to play duos, you're going to play trios and all that shit. But there's a base game. There's a base game that you play. The difference between the pros and the casual is just your ranking and how good you are at the game. And I think 2K picking a game mode where like, you have to grind up to a 95, 99 overall. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick the right animations. You got to pick the right SIGs. And mind you, all of this costs VC, costs money. And, a lot of motherfuckers aren't grinding for the VC. A lot of people are paying for this shit. And then you got to try out for, these Pro-Am events to get into the league. And then once you get into the league, the game mode you play isn't even like, they have a whole different build compared to the retail version that is like, similar to the games that I was talking about earlier. And it kind of defeats the whole purpose of grinding, in my opinion. It's just weird. It's just weird. Essentially, my concern with it is just the barrier to entry into like even getting into the competitive scene, bro. Like, it seemed like hella pay to win. Like, you need to spend a lot of money to even start being competitive in this game. And when you compare that to other games, that's just not the case, bro. Like, the most you probably do is pay for skins. The most you probably do is, play the game enough to get different characters, for like Smash Bros and all that shit, and other fighting games. But the concept of like how 2K formatted the ability to get into their league just never made sense to me. It just never made sense to me. Sports games can't have team esports. Maybe FIFA. FIFA is able to. I mean, yeah, in terms of like sports games, the success stories would be FIFA and Madden. But I believe in Madden, it is like head to head. And FIFA would be a good counter argument because FIFA's game mode is Ultimate Team, which is essentially my team and even my team. Like, you got to pay for packs, pay for players and all this shit. So I guess you can make the argument that like, even in sports, for sports games, you got to pay. Like the pay to win game mode, you can still make that into an esports. But to me, the vision was always for me, if I was to do a esports league with 2K, would have been team up or would have been play now. I think like specifically with Madden, we saw whatchamacallit. We saw how like Sketch blew up over these last 7 months and how that primarily was through wagers. And I think the reason why that was so effective is because you boot up the game, you add me to your game, you pick your team, I pick my team, and once we get into that game, it's just a matter of who plays the game better. It's just a matter of who knows which player and their tendencies and their strengths, like a typical fucking sports game. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you want to hop on a game? I'm a 85 right now, man. Like, I don't know if I can like be compy for real. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, going back to the league though, it's unfortunate. Everything that's been going on with the 2K league is unfortunate. And it's just, it'd be one thing for the fans to not take it seriously, but for the league, for the employers to not take it seriously is extremely unfortunate. Because right now they're getting neglected and then forced to make live services or cash grabs to stay afloat. They get shitted on and die anyways. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with 2K. I also think in terms of like technological advancements, there really is no reason for 2K to release a new game every single year. They should just come out with a base game at this point. That's my opinion. Just give us a base game where y'all can tweak the gameplay, even tweak the graphics the same way like Fortnite does. Change the rosters every single season. Y'all have the ability to add new face scans into the game. Like, y'all have done that in like these 1 year cycles. But, bro, bunch of things wrong with 2K. And I'm not gonna lie, they always get me. They do somehow always get me. But I think this year specifically, if it wasn't for me needing the game for Souls and Sage videos, bro, this is the least amount of hype. This is the least amount of incentive that I've ever had to play and buy 2K, bro. And I don't think anything that they announce will really like get me hype. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll buy 2K, I'll use it for my league, I'll play now, bro. I may get the $100 edition if Jason Tatum's the cover, but that's literally just because Jason Tatum's the cover, and that's it. Yeah, I said it. But that's it, dude. That's it. 2K, y'all are cooked.